Hi guys, welcome back to Maggie May Crochet, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Maggie. In this video, I am going to just get you kind of caught up on some of the things that I've been doing the last couple of weeks. As some of you may know, this has been an extremely busy but happy time for me. My son was just married recently, and it was just the most amazing time, the most beautiful wedding I've ever seen, if I do say so myself. The bride and her mother did such a great job putting this wedding together. I tell you, it was pure perfection. Not a single thing that we were aware of went wrong. Everything was just detailed to the T. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I will post a picture of the wedding blanket that I made for them somewhere along here. And I will also put the pattern, a link to the pattern in the description below if anybody is interested in making this blanket. It was absolutely gorgeous. The pattern was by Live Chill Life, live.chill.life, and it's just a really gorgeous pattern. So let's just jump in, I guess, with some of the things that I've been making. I have to tell you, and I think I've not heard this term before, and if it's new, I'm gonna claim it as my own. I've been procrastinating. That is the way I describe what I do when I sit down and pick up a new project rather than getting the work done around the house or for school that I should be doing. So I like to procrastinate. Let me just show you what I've been busy procrastinating. I am on Thanksgiving break right now, and I should really be using this time a little more productively. I've got a ton of projects, not crochet related, that I need to finish or do around my house, and honestly I haven't done a single thing yet. Today's Tuesday, Thanksgiving is Thursday, so I've got a lot on my plate that needs to be done around here, just odd job chores and things, and rather than do them, I've been picking up new projects and trying things. So let me share with you what I've been doing. The first thing that I want to share with you, and this is nothing new, but I am really enjoying it. This is, you guys may be aware, and I should probably do it like the videos do and make it really kind of fun. You know, the TikTok videos, they all unroll their star blanket. This is the 6-day star blanket. Yes, I've been working on it more than 6 days. I'm not trying to make it in 6 days by any means, but I just think this is so pretty. It is by Betty McKnit, and it is completely viral on all forms of social media, and for a good reason. The way the pattern is put together, you really don't get bored with it. As it gets bigger, each round of course takes a little longer to make, but just when you start saying, okay, I'm through making single crochets, the next round is another stitch. So I've really enjoyed this. I'm going to keep going. I am using Karen Blossom cakes for my blanket. Oh gosh, I do this all the time. I should get more prepared. In Radiant Rainbow. I really love this colorway, and I'm just using some white in between. For this pattern, I'm alternating every 4th round. I'm putting in white just to kind of break up the pattern and to help delineate those stripes through here a little better. I am planning on making one of these for Christmas with some really pretty Christmas yarn, and I will make a video on, I can't of course make a video on how to make the pattern, but I will give you tips and tricks that I used to make my blanket, and some of the things that I kind of think might make it a little easier for you when you give it a try. So be watching for that video. As soon as my yarn comes in, I will be procrastinating once again instead of doing my chores. Let's see that. The other thing that I'm making, it's going to be a Christmas gift. Again, for my son and his wife. Wife, my God, I think that's the first time I've said that. I've been saying all along in all these videos, my son and his fiance, but she's actually his wife now. Ugh, could not be happier. Okay, I'm gushing, but I am very happy. So let me show you what I'm making for them for Christmas. If you know, I live in Florida and we are big Gator fans around here. So they love to watch Gator sports, and I am making a Gator blanket. Not sure the size this will end up, but I will post a tutorial for this once it's finished. I'm using a double herringbone stitch on this, and I'm really liking it. This, I think, would make oh, I had it backwards for you. Which side is the right side? Yeah, that's the back side. Here we go. Not that it makes much of a difference, but it does a little bit with the way your stitches lie when you add your color in. So this is the front of the blanket. They have a porch that they have a TV on, and they like to watch their sports when the Gators are playing baseball and whatever, football, and I just thought this would be neat to have on that little porch when it gets a little cool to bundle up under. And I think that this is a great kind of I guess maybe I'd call it like a tailgate throw or something, you know, because it's kind of got a sports look to it to me. I was also thinking of making this in red, black, and white for the Buccaneers. My son is a big Bucs fan. So anyway, I really like this, and it's just coming out pretty nicely. So I will work on a tutorial if that's something you're interested in. Oh, and let me tell you what I've done recently. I'm so proud of myself. Finally, I know I've been saying I'm going to do this, and I haven't, and I apologize for not getting that sweater together that I said I would. It's turning into a harder pattern to write than I was expecting. Not to mention I keep picking up all these other little things going on, but I wrote my first pattern. Okay, I posted it on Ko-fi. I don't know if you're familiar with Ko-fi or not, but it's sort of like a, not Ravelry, what's the other one that we use all the time? I do this, I tell you, old lady brain, it's really sinking in with me. What is it? It's not Ravelry. Yeah, Ravelry. I was thinking Etsy, Ravelry. Golly. Anyway. Ravelry, it's this Ko-fi is kind of like Ravelry in that you can post your patterns on there and have an account. You can charge for your patterns, or what I did, especially for this one that I posted, it's free because it is my first pattern. I did try to go through it myself to look for errors and tried to make the stitches along with the pattern, and it turned out okay for me. But you know how it is, we don't see our own mistakes when we are writing. So if you do try the pattern, please make sure to let me know if there's any mistakes or anything I need to fix in it. The thing I like about Ko-fi is that you can put a price on your pattern if you want, or you can just leave it open that people can feel free to you know, donate $1 or whatever towards it if they want to help you out. So no obligation, and if you want to give it a try, absolutely no expectation. It's there for you to try for free if you just don't mind dropping me a little note and letting me know how you like the pattern. I guess it might help to tell you what the pattern's for. I'm all over the place today, sorry. Okay, so what the pattern is for is this, dropping things, baby blanket. Do I have the right side showing? Yes. Okay. This is got a little bobble stitch border. It is just the squishiest, softest blanket. Oops, I probably hit my mic, sorry. It is made using loops and threads, skinny chenille. It is just, I love this blanket. I made it because I have a very good friend who lives in Belgium, and she's having her first baby. So I am going to wrap this up, and I also made a little pair of booties. Aren't they just the cutest little things? I did not put together a pattern for these because I just haven't. I want to kind of fiddle around a little bit. This is just made using single crochets with a little cuff, and then along the edge I did a reverse single crochet, but I don't know, I may make a pattern for these eventually. So anyway, she is having a boy and she's decorating the nursery in blues. So I went with the blue baubles and blue booties. I looked into what it might cost to ship this to Belgium. Are you ready for this? I looked up the UPS store, just kind of put information online. $350. So this blanket is not going via UPS. I'm going to box it up and take it down to the post office and see what that might cost. I can't imagine it's going to cost $300. I double checked, made sure I put things in correctly. I cannot believe UPS is charging that much. So I'm going to see what the US mail will cost. Hopefully it's a lot less than $350. Okay, well, I think I've kind of covered the things that I've been putting together. I made myself a little list because, boy, I'm just so absent-minded lately. Let's see. Wedding update, Christmas Gator blanket, baby blanket. Yeah, I guess that's it. Golly, I've been keeping myself so busy not getting the things I need done. Things like cleaning out the chameleon cage. That's a job. There's lots of plants in there. I'm going to try to repot those plants. It just needs a good total scrub down. Dwight, my bearded dragon, I'm going to be building a new enclosure for him, something a little larger. He's feeling better. I may have mentioned to you before that he was pretty sick for a while there. He was not going to the bathroom and I had to take him to the vet. Cost me almost $500 with x-rays and things. And as I was trying to get him better, I was using a little silicone tipped syringe to help kind of force feed him some prune juice and things to help him go to the bathroom. And don't you know that booger bit off the tip of that silicone syringe. So then I had all that issue going on, trying to wait for him to pass that. Was he going to pass it? This is the time of year that they, what we call brumate. That's where they kind of go into like a mini hibernation. And so everything shuts down anyway. And I thought, oh my gosh, he's going to have that stuck in him for months now. Anyway, long story short, Dwight is on the mend. He has passed the little syringe tip. Everything is good. And I'm ready to build his bigger enclosure. So that is on my list of things to do. I raise bugs. If you don't know that already, I raise the bugs that I feed my lizards. And I have to go through all of those containers or crates, clean them out, sort the bugs. I have roaches. Don't judge me. But I have discoid roaches, they're called, and I have mealworms. And I have to go through and kind of sort them out, the babies from, it's a job, and it's a dirty, messy, yucky job. So you can see why I've been procrastinating. I don't want to get to those things. Not to mention the house is just a mess. With the wedding, and by the way, Dwight was sick through the wedding thing. Everybody knew about Dwight's little medical emergency. It was quite an ordeal. I spared you all those details through the wedding videos, but anyway, I'm rambling. Don't I do this all the time? I'm sorry. That's something else I need to get done. Look at this mess, okay? I can't believe with all the list of things that I said I have to do for chores, straightening out my yarn is definitely on my list. I have, you can't see it, but I have boxes and just crates of projects and yarn and bags of yarn. I see a bag there. This is a mess. So I really need to get things organized. One of the things that I found to help with organization, I'm going to share this with you. It's so cheap and so simple. You guys probably already do things like this, but if you don't, if you're new to crochet and hadn't, occurred to you to do something like this, this is wonderful. This little basket here was $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and it fits a skein of yarn perfectly. I had, when I was making the baby blanket, a skein of yarn that it was the chenille, right? And a center pull on chenille is really difficult. So my yarn was unwinding from the outside, and if you know, you know, as you unwind from the outside, your ball will roll and fall and just get everywhere. So this fit the ball of chenille perfectly, and it kept it from rolling off the couch as I was working. So I would highly suggest this. Oh, and if you want to go as far as to place your yarn through these holes to help it that's a great trick too. Another thing that I found at the Dollar Tree were these readers here. $1.25 for a pair of reading glasses. You can't beat it. Granted, they're not, maybe the greatest fashion find, but they work and they're wonderful and they're cheap, because I'll tell you, I lose these things everywhere. Either completely lose them or just misplace them around the house. I bet you if I went around and did a little scavenger hunt, I'd probably have about 20 pair of readers all around, but never where I need them. So anyway, grab yourself a pair of these if you're at the stage in life where you need readers, but you're not going to fold and get everyday glasses. I did, because I was tired of the off and on bit, I did splurge for a pair of those progressive type that are magnified at the bottom and then just regular at the top. And can I tell you, I cannot get used to those. I walk around feeling dizzy and disoriented. They're not for me. So they either sit down granny style so I can look down and look up, look down and look up, or they get popped to the top of my head and I just go. Sometimes I stick them in my shirt. I mean, who knew this was the old lady I'm going to turn out to be, but here I am. Okay, golly guys, I'm going to ramble and ramble, so I think I will go ahead and cut you loose. So that's it, guys. I will check in with you again soon. I hope that you have a happy holiday, and oh gosh, Christmas is coming. Be looking for that star blanket with the Christmas yarn. I think it's going to come out really pretty with this yarn that I found. I will post it just as soon as it comes in, and keep from getting any work done around here, obviously. So anyway, take care. If you enjoyed your time today, I know I did, please give the video a like and consider subscribing so you can join me again the next time I want to sit and yammer with you. So, bye everybody, have a good one.